the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line, between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Carry for Amir Abdullah. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch right, watch right. Watch screen. Let's go. Blue 90.
Back to throw. This is screen to Abdullah. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the...
Yeah.
Better drop something else, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. Now let's go. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To Abdullah. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Again, it's Abdullah. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to
Oh,
throw.
switch me to the wrong person.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. What? Flex round. Flex round.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. There's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
I'm in a Madden match.
Just yet, and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss of the tackle. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. football. And his guys are going to take
They
over
freaking
at the
missed it.
21-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force an early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Kaiser to throw it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Jesus, what are you doing with it? Why? What are you vacuuming? It's 9 o'clock at night. Kids trying to sleep.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That's caught right side by Anderson. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in.
Great play action.
Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 76 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Here we go. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got room. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
So out now come the Jets. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
stomach's killing me.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Hurting like crazy.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Complete outright to Jake Butt. And he's
I got lucky. That should have been picked off.
Reaching the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
It didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, the Jet first down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green,
Looking to throw. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They run with Abdullah, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll lead here to a third down. They're going to look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs. They'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, somewhat. You've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here we go. Ohio, Ohio, Ohio.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns continue to roll.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one told me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
Abdullah on the counter. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Yes, please. Actually, instead of that, can you make me two peanut butter sandwiches?
He gets this one away, and boy, it's
So you want
another
that instead of
boomer.
that?
I mean, both, but I don't want your work standing up too much. So, whichever one you want to make, I'll make the other.
Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st
No,
and 10.
I think I'm hungry.
And now the Browns
Yeah,
coming out on the
the
field.
long towel,
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add
Oh
to that
crap!
total right now.
Talking to you, I picked a play.
And
I'm
this
gonna
has to
kneel
serve
it
as
out.
a reminder to myself because so many times in the red how they've sequenced things, how it's run.
Just run this play, get tackled, and kneel it.
It's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and
What do I mean?
looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Let's go. What? None. What? None.
Oh, so yeah. Aiden's birthday party is next Monday. So what are you gonna do about that?
It's on the 15th.
Yeah. Because it's on Martin Luther King Day. That's why I asked you if you had to work that day. If you had a holiday or not.
Yeah, I gotta work that day. And it's a day I go. It's a day I go up north too.
Elsewhere, second
Exactly.
quarter in
What
DC.
are we gonna
You
do
saw the
about it?
score at the bottom of your screen
Because
a
if you
moment
go, then I
ago.
can't go because I don't even have a
Going
car.
on there.
I mean, it's right down the road, so they could pick you up.
Huh? So
This-
they pick me up for me to feel this way. But anyway,
Both teams
They
appear
have two
ready for the
cars.
fight ahead.
They have two cars.
Action here
oh,
in
that's
quarter
fair.
number
That's fair.
3.
But still, I don't want to
We
make them
take
have
it
to
in the
walk.
end zone.
I'm sure if you ask them, they wouldn't mind.
And that's at the point.
And all
Because
that
ahead of
work,
time,
they
you
stopped
can
where he
get it
ultimately would
Yeah, I
have
know.
been, and he said,
But I
"That's
forgot it was
the
the
knee," and that's the
15th.
25-yard
I told
line.
you it was 15.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about
Not right now,
halftime
anyway.
adjustments.
What
Kind
happens
of
if
the
I
key
want to leave?
phrase.
You're all
What
the
did
way
you
out
do
there.
at halftime?
I just have to
Well, the
speed
way they
back
ran
down.
offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense.
Part of my job, babe. I'll bring it up. It's part of my job.
I understand it's part of your job, but when you have a pregnant wife and you do anything, I don't think somebody did
And
go
again,
all
this
the way
time
out
to the
there.
tailback.
And that wasn't part of the deal when you first started working. When you first started working there,
2
you weren't
yards
supposed
on
to
the
go all the way
pickup
out
there.
there.
It'll
Because
be
that was
second
cable.
and
You
8.
wouldn't take the job.
This is what
So I
happens
wouldn't
sometimes
listen.
when you abandon
Because
the
we used to
running
argue
game.
all
It's
the time
hard to
about
get
going
back to
traveling
it
and
because
coming late.
once guys get out
That
of
whole
that
thing you get back
mentality
out,
of
you be
firing
taking
out and
practice.
hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down following the run.
So I don't want to hear it's part of my job. So what part of your job when you first got hired?
Yeah, I took a new position, so it's part of my new position.
Like I said, it was not part of your job when you first got hired.
Hit behind
They
the
decided
line.
to add
Lost
that
the
shit out.
football. It's loose. And
Now
these
you must
guys
be
are going to get
respectful.
the
You just told me
football at
that's
the
what you're doing.
23-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Watch right. We got right. Come on, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Play clock winding down.
Let's go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Watch left, watch left.
Time running out here on the play clock. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain
Has
on
to
the
be
play
earlier
there, so
because
they're left with a third
he
down
drank
and
all that
6.
on top when I fed him, so probably from the morning.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going.
Or maybe from the afternoon.
3rd
It
and
looks like
6.
stuff, and this morning I give him apple juice.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy.
I mean, I give
of
him
the field.
pancakes in the afternoon. I give him
3
the
yards won't be enough here
well, in the
as they
morning
bring up
stuff.
4th
Well,
down.
the afternoon, whatever I call it. I
This
give
was
him
just
the
simply excellent defense.
the what's
On
it
this
called?
3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Everyone, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Blue line. Blue line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Green, 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Don't need you getting hurt.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The play clock's running down. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. turnovers. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, Peterson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now out come the Jets. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Hey, watch the ball. All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And off comes to Peterson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down following the run. Play clock winding down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. it to Peterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Hey, watch left, watch left.
Time running out here on the play clock. Again, Peterson. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Double tight, double tight.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal.
Double tight, double tight. Come on, let's go. 1, 9.
They'll run with Peterson. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On first down, Abdullah. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Here's Abdullah, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Now let's go. 3-19.
A first carry for Elijah McGuire. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that leads to a New York first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught on the left offside by Benjamin. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back.